Well, hello and welcome back to Redwood Acres. So, been using the Inbloom Hydroponic setups here. I've got two of the six ponds, little smart gardens, and then I have the 10 pot up here. As you can see, I purchased these rolling kind of metal racks. You can get them from your local retailer or on Amazon. Of course, I'll put a link for all this products down below. But as we're getting here now, the end of January, almost into February, it's time for me to start doing some starches, which is what I wanted to start using these for. We played around with some other stuff. I'll throw some images in here, just some leafy greens and some other things. Two things I want to try this, late winter, and then as we enter into spring, is doing cuttings and trying to start this cuttings in there to see how well that works. And seed starting, which I've already done when I was in my apartment in South Korea with a I do brand one that I have still, but it's packed away right now while I test these ones out. And it'll see here in the photo, you're going to have some Gojis, which you can just get your dried Gojis. I recommend getting the organic ones just for the sake that they probably haven't been irradiated or treated with anything that would prevent the seeds from hurting. These ones have been dried. I've done this before, but I'm going to go ahead and start the goji berries in here, and then we'll be planting some more throughout the property, but then I'm also going to have some for sale. Gojis are really easy to propagate once you get them going, but the one that I have here on the property has never produced. It always goes to bloom late in the season, which is a little off to me, it seems like. So I've never gotten berries off of it. And all the ones I have growing here are all based off of that, cuttings off that one. So I want to introduce a new variant. There is some variances. I don't know, obviously, when you buy a package of dehydrated or dried goji berries, what variant they come from. So let's get started. Okay, so now that I've got the reservoir filled with water, I added the part A and part B. I've got my seeds here, as you can see. I'm just obviously let the sponges soak. They probably could use, I'm looking at them now, a little bit longer. An easy way to tell is you can kind of see, I don't know if you'll be able to see that in the camera. I'm trying to get my arm out of the way so the light will shine in there. You can kind of see the line of how far up it's soaked. You'll wait until it soaks all the way up. You don't have to. You'll notice they start to swell and fill the circumference of this, the basket that goes down in there. So I take these little plastic tweezers they provided. There's a couple other tools you could use, but and I try to put one or two seeds per hole, just in case you don't get good germination. One, you could also use like a Q-tip, a wet and a damp Q-tip, and that's worked for me. The plus side of doing it this way is you don't get too many seeds usually in one hole, because you're going to end up, oops, that one came apart, so that's probably not a good seed. You're going to end up pruning them anyway, so just go ahead. Pop all those in there. One other note I would say, if you're doing starts, and I will of course do an update video to show you how things are coming along, is I highly recommend that you don't let them grow too long. You can easily, in my old video, I showed a Gojis of like 7 inches tall in a very short amount of time once they actually sprouted. The roots get really intertangled, and you're going to have to kind of detangle and pull them apart, and that's going to cause some shock to the plant. So you're trying to transplant them outside. It could it could be enough shock to kill them. So I'm going to go ahead, cover all these with the little domes. I've got hidden back here, out of reach. And so cover those. That'll help control moisture level in there to allow for a good germination. Sorry, my ice machine is loud. And then I will continue, like I said, to provide you guys some updates. There is 2 different sizes of these. The rings on the 6 ones are smaller, so I can get them mixed up on occasion. Let me see if I can find. All right, to finish up, you can, I typically, when I'm just doing starts until you actually get a sprout, I just run with the pump on. So on the control panel, power on, pump on, don't need to have the light on for that until you actually get a sprout. Then of course you can turn the light on and let it run its timer. We're gonna let these get about 4 to 5 inches tall before we transplant them. And of course, we'll be showing more updates as we progress. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check us out, theravenwoodacres.com. All affiliate links that will be down below. And have a great day.